Alright everyone, victory in the Colosso is within our grasp. So yeah, hey everybody, it's RRPG here, and welcome back to another episode of RRPG Let's Play with Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance. In today's episode, we're going to finish up the Colosso tournament, and then we're going to meet up with Babby to see the whole truth about Lemuria, and to see if we could try to get to the Venus Lighthouse next, which is the next lighthouse we're going to, by the way. Anyway, gamers, let's go ahead and get on with this episode that's already in progress, shall we? And as you can tell, we are pretty much just getting a good glimpse of the stages that are happening here at the third finals match. The third and last finals match. And we take a look at the first one, and it pretty much shows a weight skill. If we push the log here on that white platform, then it should be able to press down and create that other platform from that's right next to it. But there's no need for that, as we can pretty much just, as we can just pretty much use Mia to use the frost spell underneath that platform, so that way she can create a frozen platform to raise that platform, or a frozen pillar, to raise that platform up for us to easily get across. And then with that other one that we just visited, Garrett is going to be staying there at spot number 2. That way he can use move on that one wooden log pillar, so that way we can jump over that and get over those gaps easily. And here's another part where we could have used the halt gem right there, and I kind of regret not going back to, I kind of regret not going back to Vale to grab that item, but it's okay. We'll go there before this Let's Play ends, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and head to the next one. And this is the 4th stage. And nothing good in particular, so I guess we could just leave this one alone, as it's pretty much just climbing all the way to the top. It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so let's go to the 5th stage, and I'm pretty sure the 5th stage is where we need to have Ivan at, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So we can use the force ability to punch that log into the conveyor belt, so that way it can jam itself up and we can cross the pathway, okay, without any problems. But let's go ahead and check out the 6th stage really quick, just to make sure that there isn't anything wrong with it, and we won't even have to bother trying to put Ivan at someplace else. Okay, so yeah, we don't want any friends staying there, so let's go ahead and just put Ivan here at the 5th stage, and we will have him use force. I thought there was some sort of stage within the Colosso where he had to use the wind spell from Ivan, or the whirlwind, but evidently that's not the case. I guess I was just thinking of Dark Dawn with the Synergy training grounds. But anyway, alright, it's time for us to get ready for the 3rd and final match. And it's time for us to lend a hand again, so let's go ahead and use our Synergy on the objects, so that way Isaac can have a clear path all the way to the end. And you know what? This is the only Golden Sun game on the Game Boy Advance that I know of where you actually do get to control all 4 of the main playable heroes in one game. And in the Lost stage, you only controlled 2, which is kind of a shame. I like a game where you can actually control all the characters. Alright, the 3rd and final match, and if you hear that theme music at the beginning of the Let's Play episodes with the title, I use that theme music. But I pretty much use it from the Dark Dawn, or Dark Dawn. So yeah, that is where the music originated from. The Super Lucky Winner, that's the name of the track. Okay, let's go ahead and cross these without suffering the consequences too much. Okay, go. Okay, alright, grab that treasure chest. What's in it? Okay, this is another nut. We'll take it. We haven't even used our nuts any at all. And I know that didn't sound right, but I'm talking about the healing item. Okay, let's go ahead and climb this way. It's not that long of a climb. And he already catches up to us? Gosh, I thought he would be farther away from us by now. Oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and use the... Oh, why did I do that? I could have just pressed the shoulder button in order to move those logs out of the way. Oh well, we can still beat him from where we're at. So let's go ahead and move these out of the way. we keep going, we can still beat him. And I know we're going to beat him because we are going to get the Claymore once we push that log into the pond. Or into the little pool, that is. Okay, here we go. And we jump over here. Alright, we get ourselves the strongest weapon, the Claymore. And Navampa is going to get the weakest one. Alright, so yes, we are fighting against Navampa in the final match of the Colosso. Let's go ahead and just do what we do best. And I think he is going to be a little bit stronger than the other two, but for the most part, he's really not that bad. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we probably should use gravity to hold the foe, so that way we can make him lose a turn. Yep. That's pretty much the easy way how you can use up a synergy spell. No, not a synergy spell, but a genie in order to get a summon done a lot quicker. Okay, you're going to go ahead and use a nut to cure yourself? Oh, what a coward. But that's okay, because you're going to feel the wrath of the heavens in this summon spell. And you pretty much lost all those 200 hit points that you had to heal yourself with. 201 to be exact. You should be getting closer to the end, but when I was fighting against this guy, he does have a lot of hit points. And we're not actually doing that bad against him, to be quite honest. Just continue to hold your ground, and we'll be okay. If you have to, you can use granite for a turn, so that way you can protect yourself. Okay, so we're using Vine again. But I guess that's fine with me to use that. And then we use Sap, and then I think that will be the end of it. Die! Indeed. We have won the Colosso! We didn't get that much of a hit point. We didn't get that much of a hit point heal, or a hit point restore after that. That's kind of whack. So, yeah, Isaac has passed out from participating in the Colosso. And looks like his friends are just standing there and checking to see if he was okay. And evidently he is okay. He's just sleeping. Like I said, he just passed out. Besides, shouldering that burden way too much has been quite an experience. So, we are going to need to allow him to get a rest at some point or the other. Of course he's exhausted. Trying to save the world? Or trying to destroy it? It's been quite a hassle. Alright, we're finally back up after that long battle against those Colosso warriors. But good for us that we actually won that tournament. I told you that tournament wouldn't be that much. Duh, that ended long ago. And you fell into a deep sleep, don't you remember? Oh, of course. Oh, give me a break. You were out cold. You don't remember a thing. It doesn't matter if he doesn't remember anything or not, silly. I'm sorry for shouting at you. Like I said, it's like you're putting yourself into the perspective of Isaac. It's like the game's main protagonist is being treated in the first person, the person who's actually controlling the game. Wow. Some very interesting dialogue in this game, if I do say so myself. Babby said he wanted to see you when you came to, Isaac. Well, of course, we need to see Babby right away, because we need to learn about Lemuria, since he was asking us back at Altmiller Cave about if we were Lemurians or not. Makes sense. Jump out of bed! Yes, we're all sprung into action. Well, Isaac is a young pup, so he does have his moments to have a lot of stamina within him. Alright, so we were pretty much staying here at the underground quarters for Babby's castle, or Babby's, whatever you call it, his mansion, or whatever it is. Well, actually, it wasn't the underground, it was actually more on the first floor. Alright, so here we have both Babby and Eodom as they were expecting us, and it looks like Babby held true to his promise that he wants to talk to us about Lemuria, from what it seems, and also about the mystic draught that we found for him. And it looks like Eodom is very accepting towards Babby's intuition about Isaac and his companions. But anyway, here is the award that we're going to get, and it's a lure cap. Now the lure cap, what it is that you equip it on to one of your characters, and the random enemy encounter rate will be increased. So it's like about every few steps you make onto a field where there's monsters, then you'll come into contact with them very fast. Some people may say that it might get repetitive doing it like that, but if you want to get if you want to get really big into the grinding, then that's the way to go. Because I don't think there's any spot in this game where you can do a whole lot of grinding, or grind for a whole lot of levels based on any type of enemy that has a lot of experience points. And they were asking Garrett to explain it all, because he kind of opened his mouth. It would seem that gratitude is not enough. But he has disclosed everything to us. And he asks us if we want to wish more about Lemuria. But of course! And I've seen Synergy for the first time. It is an awesome power. Oh, of course it is, but could it be also possible that Synergy is the root of all evil? Kind of like... Yeah, it's kind of in the same vein as alchemy in Full Metal Alchemist. And since this game has alchemy in it, that's a whole that's probably one of the same thing. But alchemy in Full Metal Alchemist, it's not meant to be used for the purpose of either good or evil. It's meant to be left alone, because alchemy can have some really bad consequences. And Babby thought we were Lemurians when he looked at us, but evidently we're not. And Lemuria is a city that's a city far out in the ocean, but we cannot even see it with the naked eye, it seems like. So yeah, it's an ancient civilization, and he was traveling with Lunpa the thief when a great flood hit. And I guess they went to Lemuria. They arrived in Lemuria by accident, it seems like. And Babby and Lunpa were pretty much the ones that got drifted to the ancient civilization. But Babby used a ship to escape from the place, and I think the people of Lemuria are going to despise him. It is the drought of the Lemurians which allowed me to live for so long. So, does it actually manage to maintain one's youth? Or maintains one that stops aging? But what does it do? Or does it do something else? Oh, I see. It actually slows the aging process. So, that means if somebody drinks it constantly, then they won't even have to age that much anymore. So they can live for like over tens of thousands of years. But don't think that Lemuria is an immortal haven because immortal haven, because it isn't. As Babby said, that there is death in Lemuria. And what was your purpose in making everyone study alchemy? I wonder about that. And what does he hope to gain? If I had attained true immortality, there would be no need for all this research. So I'm guessing he's researching alchemy in a way to hope that he can try to reserve his aging, or try to make it back to Lemuria as fast as he can. And he had very little drought left, and his time is slowly running out. My life is at an end. We must hurry to Lemuria, but that is pointless, as he says. As I thought, they can't even find Lemuria, and it lies far out in the sea, but the thing is that it cannot be seen with the naked eye. Or, technically, it's supposed to be the ocean. And you shall see why, but that's not until the next game. But yeah, looks like Babby is going to ask us to go to Lemuria to see if we can locate some drought, so he can still survive. But that's kind of gonna get in our way with trying to find the lighthouses, don't you think? Seems that way. And he overexerted himself using so much drought before he was able to locate Lemuria. So, looks like his life is coming close to an end, it seems. But perhaps by air? Air travel? I can hide it no longer. I have built Babby Lighthouse to see if I can find Lemuria at sea. And that's why he was building the lighthouse, but no, there's more to it than that. We spotted something in the ocean southeast of the lighthouse, where Lemuria should be. Something dangerous, no doubt. What, monsters? We can handle them. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if that is true. No sailor has been able to keep his bearings at sea, so looks like it's a bit more treacherous than I imagined. There's something that distorts distance or direction or something? The current shifts there, subtly changing the ship's direction. So yeah, that could be a problem, unless if we had an item to protect ourselves with. So, how did you get away from Lemuria after the flood, Babby? And that is the thing. And he crossed the sea in a Lemurian ship, hoping that... to cross the sea in a Lemurian ship, hopefully we can use it, because nobody could even use Synergy. So that's also another possibility why he was trying to get to Lemuria, by having people study Synergy, so that way they can pretty much use the ship. And he says that he learned to use a little Synergy during his days of study, when studying alchemy. But he can't even do that now, since he is pretty much getting up there with age. No. An adept has to do it, so Babby is no adept. Adept. I will grant you whatever you wish. You shouldn't make vows you will later find you cannot keep. And, a lot of good dialogue going on. Makes you wonder. But we will consider going to Lemuria, but we have to get to the other... we have to beat the others to the lighthouse. The lighthouse? You mean the Venus lighthouse? Of course. So, yeah. And Babby says that he must go to the Venus lighthouse as well. But it looks like the others, they cannot even get to the Venus lighthouse, so perhaps they're going to use us to try to solve the riddle in order to get past the lighthouse, or to get inside of the place. And we will go to the Venus lighthouse with Eodom. You could take care of your own business first. So yeah, that'd be the smart, ethical route to do, because we still need to catch up with Felix and his companions, as well as Satoru's and Minardi, to see if we can try to fully stop them. And yes, we agree to his conditions to undertake this quest. And yeah, we will need your assistance, Eodom, since you guys already pretty much state the obvious when I already get ahead of you ahead of time. And then we can all meet at Gondolin Passage. So yes, that is the second continent that is within this game. But it's not the whole continent, it's more like the northern part of the continent that we are about to go to. Because the southern part of the continent is not accessible in this game. So, it is accessible in the sequel. But yes. We are going to go through Gondolin finally. And I gotta say, Gondolin is pretty much, I guess you could say, the equivalent of what the Middle East is like. If you were to compare the geography of this game to the geography of real life. And we came here to talk to Babby again because we actually do need to grab his cloak ball. Since it's right there. But yeah, we're going to need to borrow it, sir. Is that the cloak ball that you desire? But perhaps you can borrow it. Take it with you on your quest. We will gladly take it with us. So, the cloak ball, I pretty much would consider this a Jupiter-based spell, because Jupiter adepts pretty much have psychic abilities. So, let's go ahead and give it to him right now. And equip this item. Very good. And when we use Cloak, if we're in the shadows, then we can pretty much conceal ourselves from anything that tries to see us. So that will be a very useful synergy when we have to go and rescue Master Hammond. Which we won't do right away, but we will definitely get to that as soon as we can. Alright, and with that all said and done, Tolby is done for us to pretty much travel through. And I think this is possibly a good spot to where we can go ahead and we can wrap up things here for this episode. Alright, gamers, be sure to tune in next time for Double RPG Let's Play with Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance as we head over to the northern part of Gondwan. Well, the game just technically calls it Gondwan, but yes, we're going to go to the continent known as Gondwan that is just south of Angara. And we are going to make our first trip to go to the Venus Lighthouse. But it'll be quite a trip to get there, but don't worry, it won't be that long. Alright, gamers. If you haven't done so already, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter with the links in the description, and also be sure to find my Facebook fan page as well. It's RRPGReviews. It's not that hard to find. Also, if you like this video, be sure to rate it, subscribe to my... if you like this video, or if you enjoyed this episode, then be sure to rate this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments below to let me know what you guys thought of this episode. It seems like I'm always having a hard time trying to say the ending within every episode because I've been having so much to say within every single one. But anyway, guys, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you on the next one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.